Welcome to another 2015-16 offensive preview. We are getting into the great stuff now where we get to talk about the teams like the Cavs, Warriors, Mavericks, and Clippers, and the best teams in the NBA running the best offenses. Today we're looking at the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors were not statistically the best offensive team, but I would venture to say that they were the hardest team to guard. Steph and Clay and their spacing and their movements, their new sets, everything was unbelievable. Everything. The best part about it was their offense was, their early offense, flowed into their half-court offense or their half-court sets. Spurs motion, Steve Kerr's new sets, everything was fantastic. Using Steph as a screener, using Clay as a screener, setting up decoy action to get them easier scoring opportunities. I could probably make a 4-hour video about why the Golden State Warriors offense was so lethal and so good. But we're just going to talk about some of the basic stuff they do, some of the stuff that they'll do common that will probably carry over to this year, and look at some of the stuff that they ran under Kerr that really was great stuff. The first action we're going to look at is their early offense, which is similar to Mike D'Antoni's delay series, where the pass goes to the big, or even sometimes Bogut and Green bring the ball to the floor. And what happens is Steph, Clay pass to the top of the key. They go and set a pin down screen for the other one, Steph or Clay, and the big looks to get a dribble handoff out of it, looks to pass it to him to get a quick shot, and then at the dribble handoff, the big rolls to the rim. The other player stays at the three-point line, so if it's Steph staying at the three-point line, usually you have a player staying with him, so Bogut's wide open for layups. Within their early offense, if they don't look for the delay action, or if they're just coming down transition, setting drag screens or early ball screens for Steph was probably the most effective way to score in early offense for the Warriors. Steph's so good at coming off and attacking off the dribble that he'll attract 2 to 3 players at times and then still hit a 3-point shot. He's unbelievable, but the drag screen is an integral part of their offense. The next action we're going to talk about is when the Warriors pass the ball into the post. Sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's just if the ball goes in the post, they run the triangle split cuts where ball goes to the post and then guards screen for each other, read the defense, and cut from there. So you can have you can slip the screen, you can pop, you can curl, you can fade. It's just to read whatever the point guard or shooting guard or small forward decide to read it as. That's what they run. Here's the Warriors weave, pretty much identical to all teams in the league who run weave action. Just standard weave into a ball screen, and most of the time Clay looks to reject the ball screen and cut off it early if he's the ball handler. But this was just really good action that is very difficult to guard, especially with the Warriors personnel, and you have to account for all 5 players being a weapon at the same time. The Warriors run motion strong, motion weak by San Antonio. I'm not going to really show that. You can look at those San Antonio Hawks breakdown for that. What the Warriors do, though, is they flow motion strong into horns. And they run a nice horns rub set for Draymond Green where the pass goes to the elbow. Steph will cut through and kind of set a little brush or rub screen at the other elbow, and Draymond curls off it for a layup. It's a very lethal action that is great out of motion strong into horns. Both in early offense and silent out of bounds. The Warriors run just a pin down screen for Klay Thompson. So you see Bogut run down the floor and set a pin down screen for Klay early in offense, and in this case, silent out of bounds. And what they love to do is Bogut takes 2 steps like he's going to screen and then slips it to the basket for an alley-oop. It's extremely effective and fun to watch. One of the most effective sets. Spoelstra really kind of started this with LeBron in Miami, this set where pass goes to the big at the top of the key, and then LeBron would set a back screen for the point guard or wing to cut to the rim, and then LeBron would come off a triple handoff. Well, Steve Kerr adapted this for being Steph Curry being the screener, which is one of the more lethal actions you can run as Steph Curry as a back screener. Defense isn't going to leave Steph Curry, not for a second. So you see Steph will set a back screen and then come off a dribble handoff at the top of the key. One of the most effective sets the Warriors ran all year. At the end of halves, the Warriors would like to run this set where Klay Thompson or Steph Curry or whoever they want to get a shot is going to set a down screen for the big Draymond Green, David Lee. David Lee or Draymond Green is going to sprint up, set a ball screen for the point guard. As the ball screen is happening, the guard who set the down screen is going to peel off and cut to the wing off a down screen from the other big, Bogut, whoever's playing the opposite big. They would always run this at the end of halves, looking to get a score, and more often than not, they did. You guys might be sick of this set. You've seen it on my Twitter and YouTube so much, but the Golden State Warriors go-to after timeout set in the playoffs was this back screen set where it looked kind of like floppy. Steph and Clay played off each other. One cut to the wing, one cut to the basket, and then set a back screen for Draymond Green to get a layup. Phenomenal back screen set after a timeout. One of the funniest plays that I noticed last season was the Warriors dummy baseline out of bounds set, where player in the weak side corner pretty much gets caught out. The defense gets caught out and is not paying attention, so you just pass it behind them and get a quick shot. That's going to do it for my Golden State Warriors offensive preview. If you want more Warrior stuff, I have Steve Kerr's entire playbook up on my YouTube page. It's in a playlist. It's unbelievable stuff. I recommend watching every minute of it, every second of it. Go through it. If you're a coach, study it. Figure out what the best teams in the world are doing at the highest level. Maybe you will use it. Maybe you won't. Adapt it for your team and how you see fit. It is fantastic stuff. If you're a fan, enjoy it. I mean, it's unbelievable how effective, Golden State's offense is. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If you got any questions, hit me up on Twitter at HalfCourtHoops. Drop a comment on here. Thanks.